People abandon boats that are sunk. They don't go and get on them. I'm petrified.
Whoa, did you see that?
Jesse's. I would have punched those waves so hard if I was there.
That's a Geordie.
That's a Geordie. Oh my god, Al, this just looks wrong. Have you seen? No, look at this. It looks so wrong.
Maybe we should first start by saying that if you haven't watched The Night on the Boat, you should go watch The Night on the Boat, and then this video will make a lot more sense.
Stop banging on the table.
Stop banging on the bloody furnace! I've got solace in my heart that Londis is open. And that's all that matters.
First off, we start by saying that it was all Norton's idea.
This was the... I watched the other video and it wasn't actually my idea, it was yours.
It wasn't my idea.
You said we should sleep on it.
Yeah, and you said, yes, I love that idea. I shall take that idea as my own. I think it was Al's idea.
I think...
We wouldn't have done it if Al didn't want to do it. So
That's true.
technically, the reason why this happened is all your
It's
fault.
your fault, Al.
Alright.
Now take your clothes off. When we walked down here yesterday, it was nice. It was fine. The beach was fine. But now it's like... disgusting.
So, Jonathan, how have you been since your experience?
Fucking grim. I've been fine. I can't have a bath anymore though. It's not like I had
I didn't know you had a bath in a boat.
It's not like I had a bath before. It's horrible, isn't it? Yeah. It's absolutely horrible. I'd look at it differently if I didn't spend the fucking night on it.
How have you been, Alex?
Quit my job.
You did? You discovered life is for living?
Yeah, I had a sudden realisation on that boat that I don't want to be miserable anymore, so I quit my job.
Would you say the boat actually did contribute to that decision?
Yeah, genuinely a little bit.
Right.
Because I was like, I got to work the next like after it, and I was like, I'd rather be on that boat than here. And that boat was terrifying. Like, as cliche as it sounds, an experience like that kind of wakes you up a bit to bullshit that you're dealing with or like putting up with that you don't need to.
I can relate to that completely.
Yeah.
Right, because when I was watching back the footage where we go to the aftermath, so you were talking about jumping in, the amount of debris that was washed up on that thing. If you'd have been in the sea at that point, you'd have got smacked so many times by logs.
By me.
Plenty of stuff to hold on to.
A portable toilet at one point.
Look at that. Look at this. Has the tide come up and over here?
Holy shit.
Look how far the tide came back.
Nah,
See all the
surely
shit.
not.
Yeah, because you can see all the shit stuck in the trees brought from the... Look, it's all flattened.
It must be all the waves.
Oh, it's raining. Everybody in. Your measuring stick changes on what you're scared of. Like, I am not scared. I'm not scared of a lot of things now.
Like what?
Like confronting you.
Whoa, look at the damage. It's literally like just battered the coastline, hasn't it?
Oh, you're on about the coastline. I thought you were on about Norton.
The emotional damage.
He's been damaged. Yeah, that night I made myself a lot of promises on that boat. And what
You made yourself promises?
Yeah, I was like, if I get off this boat, you can't be a pussy anymore. Like, for example, I struggle to speak to people that I don't know. I have like a weird anxiety thing. I don't really have that anymore.
Really?
Yeah,
because you've had that for years.
I just could not give a fuck. I just think, would you rather spend a night on that boat, or would you rather just fucking ask this person for a XL bacon double cheeseburger with a Coke?
Jobby.
So you're saying that spending the night on a shipwreck that's been blown about by spring tides and a powerful Atlantic storm is a form of therapy?
It cured your anxiety.
The thing
So if you're suffering...
Is that the title? My near-death experience cured my anxiety.
The thing about
We should sell this to people. If you've got
Let's buy
anxiety,
the boat and turn it into a mental health spa.
you take ayahuasca and spend a night on there in a storm. It's not starting. Oh, sounds like there's some crap in your carburettor.
Let's have a look. Hold on a minute. It's this.
It's this.
That's not meant to be there. This is the sponsor of today's
This
video.
is the sponsor of today's video.
Holy Energy.
So if you're unsure what Holy is, it is a drink that you make yourself. I actually use this stuff. I use the Holy Hydration and the Holy Energy most. Did you know that Holy's sugar-free? Did you know it contains absolutely no bullshit?
I'll get me some of that.
It's cheaper than energy drinks.
It's really easy to make.
Mix 100 millilitres of cold water and 1 scoop of your favourite Holy. Give it a good old shake. Here, try this.
Oh, that looks nice. Oh, that's glorious.
I've got some great news for you. Holy Energy is doing their Black Week. That means that you get £10 off their deluxe starter sets, and if you use our £5 discount code, that's an extra £5, so that's £15 if you're absolutely shit at maths.
Wow, that's a great deal.
And if you think that's a goddamn good deal, you're going to get entered into a PlayStation 3 giveaway for every...
PlayStation 3? You're about 2 consoles too late.
And you think that's a cracking good deal.
Fucking PS3.
And if you think that's a cracking good deal, for every £10 you spend, you'll be given an entry into...
Al, do you want to do it?
And every £10 you spend will get you an entry into a giveaway for a chance to win one of 3 custom Holy Energy PS5 consoles. See, that's how you say words.
The QR code and discount codes will be on the screen. What?
There's no QR code.
Oh, there's no QR code. Go spend some money at Holy Energy. Let us know, because I use it all the time, because I struggle mentally.
With words.
Oh, wow, we got a spider.
Actually.
Yeah. Whoa, it's fast.
We just label this video ADHD.
I was
live.
just about to say, this is not an ADHD diagnosis video.
It's the ADHD trials. We were walking down this end where we saw the thunder and stuff, and this was getting fucking battered, if you remember. It was getting absolutely battered.
Yeah.
That's fucking dreadful. We're at sea.
Yeah, they're big waves.
We're at sea. You can't have seen a person.
Yeah, you
Where are we
can.
going?
It weren't. It were like when we were waiting to come off.
Right.
It were like when it had retreated a lot. It weren't like mad. They were coming down this path. Oh, this
Get out of
way.
where this.
It's like there's that thing in there, and I think I watched an interview with Alex Honnold, that climber that did free solo, as everyone.
Oh, that
will know him
vampire
from.
hunter.
And he was saying, like, people in everyday life don't experience fear anymore.
Stop banging on the table.
People,
Stop banging on the bloody furnace.
people in their everyday lives nowadays don't experience like an actual fear anymore. So you start coming up with things to be afraid of. General shit that doesn't matter, that you just all of a sudden get this weird like anxiety and fear over. And then when you experience true fear, like, I don't think we went as far as being like scared for our lives, but it was a fear that...
Gary has commented saying, ha ha ha, that was fucking hilarious. Norton, mate, for someone named after a motorbike, you're a bit of a pussy.
Just realised you're propping the camera up with a spoon.
I was
fucking propped up with a spoon.
Right, who's going up first?
So it wasn't there for 40 years like you said it was. It actually got put there in
I may have got that slightly wrong.
in 2011. So it hadn't been there.
Just a bit of difference between 13 and 40.
Yeah, but it looks like it's been there 40 years.
These are Norton's quarters. This meter here. Roger Headburn has put, when Johnny Norton slipped over on his ass, I literally died laughing. Sorry, but it was hilarious. You alright?
You know what happened there?
He slipped.
I was saying to, I didn't realise how bad that was because I couldn't see from below, like where I was. You could have cracked your head open. Let's just play it again.
Play it. No, play it again. Right, now play it once more.
For context, when we were walking to it, this guy who knew who we were,
The Green Ranger.
the Green Ranger, he came up to us and he was like, "Oh, what you doing?" And we were like, "Oh, spending the night on that." And he was like, I can't remember what he said, good luck or whatever. But he used to live there and he was like visiting some mates or something. I'm probably getting this wrong. And the night that boat got dislodged was a night like that one.
The night that it got lodged, you mean?
Dislodged.
No, like dislodged from its moorings.
Oh, like lodged. Yeah, right. Okay, yeah. Sorry.
The night that it ended up.
And
where it is.
And he said he saw it coming in.
But if you look, the wood has completely dried out. That water that is all the way down there, I would say that's a good 4 or 5 metres to that water, was crashing over here last night. Where every now and again, because we were stood over there, a big rush of water would come down.
But it moves all the time.
Well, from where it is.
Sometimes it's upright, completely upright, like the tide will come in and go back out and leave it upright.
How?
So I'm guessing it'll get buried in the...
Surely not.
This-
Like, every single picture I've seen, it's on the cock.
It's not. There's pictures where it's upright.
Right.
Because I went into a deep dive about... Because I wanted to get a picture of it with the tide in.
Yeah, there's barely
none.
any pictures of it
Which
with the tide in.
also
which
led-
leads you to believe the tide doesn't come in.
because the tide goes so far out. If
Yeah.
You look at pictures and it's the tide is so, like the first time we went to it, I'm pretty sure the tide was quite far out.
Yeah, it was miles out.
Is the boat rocking a lot?
Yeah, it's like swaying from side to side.
Fucking hell.
I find it so funny that you were just in the sat in the hammock while he's shitting himself.
But it got to a point where the rocking was like,
Yeah.
oh shit. I should have said no. You soft bastards, anyone would think you got carried out to sea.
I couldn't have thought of anything worse because Al decided to watch F1 in the cupboard.
This is my meditation cupboard. I spent a lot of time in last night. I spent at least an hour overall
I find
with
it
my
funny.
eyes closed.
I was
in
gonna
that
say I find
cupboard.
it funny that you were stood up in a cupboard in the dark.
If someone had told me I had to watch F1 in a cupboard on that boat, I'd have probably killed myself.
I'm like that, but just watching F1 in general.
Passed a bit of time for me.
It's just mental how you can adapt to mental, like how people go to war and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that was anything like war, but like I'm shit at swimming, and like
Are you shit at swimming and he wanted to jump in?
We've just got to wait out this uncomfortable.
it's nearly upright. It's nearly upright. I'm fucking jumping if this comes if it gets up.
No, if you jump, that's worse. You've got more chance of fucking dying.
It's not that far. Wasn't really clear on my intentions, but if it started to drift off, then I was fucking
You
jumping.
were like, if it starts to get upright, I'm jumping.
Yeah.
The water was crashing against that
Yeah.
back hedgerow.
Yeah.
There's a fence at the other side that was probably in the water. And all them bushes that we could have swam into,
In the dark.
Yeah, in the dark and got all tangled up in. There's trees there that we could have ended up being dragged under by. Like, it would not have been a good time. And we didn't bring life jackets. We didn't bring any kind of rope. or anything like that. It was.
Didn't think
we
it was
didn't
gonna.
know it was gonna
didn't
be
think it
like
was gonna
this.
bloody float off.
And then I think me and you had a little private conversation.
Yeah.
And I was like, if Norton jumps in, I'm gonna have to jump in, because there's been an occasion where.
And then I'd have been left on boat on my own.
You two have both had to try save each other's lives in the sea, and it's not gone well.
We managed. We
You
said
You
saved
my
managed.
You saved my life.
But
Thanks.
You're welcome.
You were the most worrying part about that boat.
I just kicked.
Because like you were in that mentality where I didn't have a fucking clue what you were gonna do,
Yeah,
I didn't either.
and you are a bit stupid.
Yes.
Well, we all are.
You were in that like irrational kind of decision-making phase.
if you jumped in and then you jumped in, then we'd have been in world of trouble.
There's no way. Even if he jumped in, I'm not going in.
We spent about 8 hours in this little area here because we just didn't dare go anywhere else in the boat.
I totally forgot this as well, but you can get up into where the captain is,
Yeah, because he wanted to go up.
and the floor's
He was,
fine.
I had to talk him out of going up there.
Because if you'd have got up there and looked out, it would have looked like you were at sea.
It wanted him as well.
I was fully ready to
No.
go up, and you were like, no, you're not allowed.
Are you off your tits?
Not allowed.
You don't fuck with the sea, that's one thing. I do.
Oh, this is a good one. I'm watching this while taking a shit.
So many people watch our videos either while taking a shit or smoking a joint.
Yeah, I think that's the level of our audience.
I don't know whether that's like a good thing or a bad thing.
Right, this is like the calm after the storm. Destruction everywhere. But it's all still.
There's like one shot where like Al climbs that ladder, and then I'm like stood in front of him, and the boat's like going up and down like that.
Yeah.
Careful, Al.
I was so pleased at like how, because I still think that it doesn't come across as bad as it was on camera.
No, it
but
doesn't.
It does come across bad.
Yeah, it does.
So it does. You can still see the rocking and everything, and I was like really pleased that actually came across. But it was, if you imagine that's how bad it was 10 times worse than that.
Well, there was on the boat. It seemed to be a lot more like there seemed to be a lot more stuff hitting stuff.
Yeah.
There was a lot of stuff that we didn't get. Like at one point, something really big hit the side of the boat, like another object.
Yeah.
Which I think was that metal door.
The worst part about it for me is if we'd have been on there last night and something had have happened and we'd have like fucking got injured or died, God forsaken, that's not
God
what you say,
forbid.
is it? God forbid. It's not us it's not me that I'm worried about, it's everyone else that would have had to, the Coast Guard that would have had to come out and get us bodies, as families at home, you know, they're the people that you need to think about when it comes to doing stupid shit like this.
After like a couple of weeks after it happened as well, I was thinking, should we go back and stay on it? Like in the summer?
Yeah.
Wait until the tide's in and kayak to it?
Getting on it from a kayak is going to be difficult.
Nah.
It'd be fine.
It would be for you. I forgot about this, but I think we figured out I might be just making this shit up, but the first time we got on the boat, we went into the captain's nest, and I think we'd figured out that the rudder had been detached.
What were you? What was in your head that we could go up to the captain's thing and just start piloting it?
No, I'm just saying that
If
there
it
was.
gets dislodged,
If it gets to someone, just sail it.
No, I'm just saying that
He's thinking, oh fuck, he's not
there
got a
was-
steering wheel.
there was no possible chance of us controlling it in any way, shape, or form.
Even if it was a fully functioning boat, we probably couldn't figure out how to work it.
Probably not.
So would you stay on it again?
If I absolutely knew it, I don't know. I don't want to tempt it because I went down the canal the other night and I was coming back on the night and it was like pitch black, and then I saw this like silhouette
Of the boat on the canal.
off like a sea type boat, and I was like, whoa, what the fuck? And it like freaked me out a bit, which was weird. And I was like, for like 20 minutes, like paddling. I was like, why are you freaked out? Like,
Oh, you went down the canal on your kayak?
no, on a bike. I was in the water. It's only shallow.
If we were to go back in time and start out at the van that very same evening, would you call it off or would you go?
Well, knowing that it was...
Knowing how bad it was gonna get?
If you didn't know the outcome,
No.
would you go through that again?
Fuck, no way.
Someone said that or work.
Well, that's basically... Why does it say on this table, Bilbo bullshit? Fucking one guess to find out who wrote that.
One gets to find out who wrote everything.
I wrote...
I don't vandalise.
Give Norton a marker and he just writes shit
I
everywhere.
wrote that and then I totally forgot I wrote it. And I was like, the other day I was in here packing and I looked and it said, what was that? Bilbo?
There's one over here that says second-hand Gaz was here.
Oh, that my dad wrote that.
There's one over there that says Kevin 24K.
This one says Kevin Thornburg runs this town.
What the fuck?
I think one thing we can all take from this is that a negative experience can bring positive outcomes.
You won't get away with that in court.
I did something bad, but she's a much better person for it.
I only hit her because it would improve her life.